Yo, what's up, guys? Let's go. Okay, so this should be going live here. I'm gonna give it a second for you guys to catch up. I'm gonna get the Discord link in here real quick for some of the people looking for it, because I know we're gonna have a few people that are interested. So I'm gonna get this put up before we get going, so I don't have to worry about it. Because let me make sure I mute the site. There we go. So I'm gonna worry about it. What's up, guys? How's it going? We're getting everything going. I'm still waking up a little bit, so sorry for getting a little late. I wanted to be here a little more before now, but we're here now, so we're getting everything going. I want to see where we go. We're at a good spot, I think, going into open. I think a lot of people are panicking for no reason. I think we're completely fine right now. I'm gonna get rid of this, and we're gonna do a new setup. So I did say this always had the potential to pull back here, but I don't necessarily see us pulling back down here. So we'll see where we're at. What's up, Derek? What's up, Ron? Also, what's up, Caleb and Mark? I saw you guys a few minutes ago, but wanted to make sure I got it set up. Everything doesn't look too bad right now. I think a lot of people are freaking out. So this updated to having 181%. I think what happened was on either the over 200% data yesterday was slightly off after market, or it's just not updated right now. So we're gonna have to wait closer to market open to see when that data updates, because usually it doesn't happen until a certain amount of time where they start doing it. But yeah, we're at a very good spot. I mean, like, so this is the thing, right? If you look on the daily for the thing, this is severely oversold, and we were trending like mid-ground to overbought yesterday. So pullback is eventually gonna happen. If we look back at last week around Wednesday when it did its drawback, it did its drawback, and then it hit new highs the next day. But there's an added catalyst now where they have an incentive to pull this down, especially in pre-market, to try to get their options contracts at a cheaper premium, since options go through today. I don't know what platform you guys are on, but Robinhood and Webull already have options in effect. So that's going to be a big play. Oh yeah, let me move my camera over like yesterday, so that'll be good. So you guys can see a lot of this stuff. So that's a big thing to keep in mind too, is that options contracts and everything like that are live. So there's potential for a lot more buyers coming into this, as well as some other stuff, like them trying to do contracts to hedge their positions. So no, they haven't even come close to dude, if they covered, this would be over $30 easy. There's way too many shorts in this for it to not, you know what I mean? So I think what happened was, I think there's a little bit more shorting that happened during pre-market. And then it's severely low flow. We've only got 1 million volume on the day, so it's very low compared to where we've been. We've been averaging 50 million or more most days. We only had 44 million yesterday. So that's part of it. I also think there's general market weakness because there is Fed talks and stuff coming in today, which I think would be a good run for later in the day for this too, especially with contracts. But if we open at this price, they're going to activate SSR, which is a short sale restriction. And so if they do that, they hypothetically shouldn't be able to short this down unless we're on an uptrend. And that would be in effect for the rest of today and tomorrow. So, yo, what's up, Kali? What's up, Slider? Yeah, I figured there's either going to be a pullback pretty soon, or there's just going to be something to go along with it. Like, there wasn't too much going on to where it could have gone, but it's trending very oversold now. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some action coming in. So I had to put in some beard oil. Make sure my shit doesn't look all jacked right now. I just woke up, but yeah, so we're kind of just like chilling, waiting for see how market open goes. I think people are severely underestimating the options, the impact the options can have on this. Because yes, they can cover their position, but a lot more people are also going to buy options too. So the Ortex has updated. It is 1 second. It's currently sitting above 180 short interest still, so we're in a good spot. 173%. Only 200,000 shorts have covered just now, or today. So the difference is that there were 500,000 shares returned and 200,000 more borrowed. So like I said, out of only 1 million volume in pre-market, half of that was returned shares, which is probably some of that price movement, but half of that was reshorted potentially with where this is at for this part. So there was only like maybe 200 to 200,000 that were covered, and then there were some more reshorted, so which is why you probably see this here. So that's kind of where we're at right now. This isn't too bad. We're in a good spot. What's up, Casey? It's not bad at all. Like I said, some people are freaking out. I think we're in a decent spot, especially if we get an open of SSR, because if they get an open of SSR, there's not much they can do besides on an uptrend. So it's a good scenario all around, especially if it didn't pull back this much. I did say this is a key support area here. The options announcement kind of threw that off because it came out after that, so that's going to influence it a little bit, but we'll kind of see where it goes. It really just depends on how the market plays into it going into open, so we'll see. Volume is still only about 1 million. There's a sell wall around 2070 that we're looking for. The big thing to keep in mind is the outflow and inflow. So where's it at? Short interest is still pretty decently high on Webull, where it's showing. I'm trying to see where they show inflow and outflow here on PC. It's kind of weird. Order flow. So the inflow is still technically $1 million more than the outflow as of at least yesterday, and it's beating large scale orders by a significant amount, and medium scale orders were beat slightly in the outflow, but the large scale orders are the significant one you want to keep in mind. Yo, what's up, Tony? So yeah, so the weird thing with links is if you copy and paste them, sometimes they don't work for Discord. That's why I'm trying to get, I think I might just do it because I get paid today. I want to boost my Discord Nitro. I think we actually just hit a threshold where I can apply for Discord partners soon, but they're not taking applications. And we can get a custom link. So I think I'm just going to boost Nitro in the server so that we can get to a point where we can have a custom link and it'll just be a thing. So I'll have that fixed soon though. But thank you for pointing that out, Marcus. What's up, Fisher? What do I think about DTST? Give me 1 minute and I'll check that. Have you heard that YouTube is looking to shut down financial sites like yours, Trades, Matt, etc.? I have not heard that, and I think it wouldn't be in their best interest because a lot of their ad revenue comes from financial stuff. Like some of the highest paying advertisements come from the financial sector because the audience is usually people that can afford to pay for stuff more. So it wouldn't be in their best interest to do that. How's your day? Great to see you around. Yo, what's up, Clement? I'm doing great, dude. I'm just chilling. Charlie, it's just gonna be, there's some more shorts that happen and we've got severely low flow. We've only got 1 million volume right now. I think this is gonna have a huge uptick getting towards open, and then if we open here, we're gonna be on SSR, so which will be a very bullish spot for us. I don't think it's gonna get dumped that much at open mirrored smoke. If it does, I think it'll rebound towards the end of the day. You guys gotta think, last Wednesday, it dropped from like $18 to $9. Like, it literally got cut in half. Like, we're chilling here if this is the dump that we have, down like $3 to $4 from a new high the previous day. So, yeah, I haven't seen that, Gregory. I don't think there's too much that could go on, but I mean, if you're good at creating content, you'd be able to adapt and go to another platform. So I don't see it as much of a thing. YouTube probably just got heat from the SEC and stuff like that with like stock stuff, so they might be commenting on that to save face. I haven't looked into it that much, but if you are good at what you do, then it doesn't really matter because you'll have an audience regardless of where you go. Options are in play today. They're already live on Webull. You just can't do them till market open. So you can see them right here. Robinhood, they're also up. No problem, Gregory. Yeah, I'll check in that later. I haven't seen anything on that though, Gregory. Appreciate you, Casey. Yeah, that's why I also add like the Discord and stuff too. You don't want to have your audience or like you don't want to have all of your work on one platform, because if you get pulled on one platform, then you're screwed. That's why it's good to diversify. I think if you can pull this towards this 20 area, this would be a solid buy for sure. It's going to be your lowest risk if you've been looking to enter this. But like, look, the volume is so low today. So to give you an idea, look at the volume in general from previous days. So like this is market volume and these are the pre-market volumes. It's almost non-existent. That's why you shouldn't worry too much about this price right now. That and Robinhood, I think as of like 13 minutes ago just got on. So some of those people are probably still waking up, getting ready too. And then there's more people that might be looking to buy stuff that are just waiting because they want to buy options. The biggest thing that's going to dictate this is whether people are selling out of their positions to buy options, because that would completely screw the whole thing. It wouldn't work. So we have to rely on people holding and more people buying options to actually have a potential for a giant squeeze. That's the biggest thing we're going to be looking for. Yo, Fish. How's it going, dude? Yeah, with the options, there's very high potential this could last another week or so. So without options, I would have expected them to cover by Friday, but there's going to be a significant amount of stuff going on. There's also a 22,000 sell wall at 2050. So they really do not want it up here. They want to keep it as low as possible before options come out. There's pros and cons of both, Alex. So hedge funds and anybody shorting this can cover their positions and hedge them with calls, but they also would need to drive the price up to do that, to exercise the calls. And then retail and stuff now have the options available to them, and a lot of the people that like to hop in these short squeezes frankly like to gamble, like I said in my last video last night. So we're gonna get a lot more people that are just like, yo, I'm gonna throw like $3 grand at this in options and see where it goes. So you're probably gonna see a lot of those cases too. I mean, I wouldn't be selling MRIN here too. I think this is a decent amount. Sorry, my alarm's going off. Let me turn that off. I think it's decent right now. I don't think we're in a bad spot at all. What's up, DJ? What's up, Stewie? I don't think we're doing too bad, man. Just relax. It looks very much like they're just trying to keep it cheap before options come out. It's extremely low volume in pre-market. That's what you guys just don't. Like, a lot of people just don't understand how much volume plays into this. This is 1/50th almost of the volume we had yesterday, just in pre-market. By 24, I should have a chance still. Thanks for good vibes. Yeah, dude. I think you'll be solid, Richard. No reason to stress about it. I mean, at this point, there's not much you can do anyway, unless you decide to cut it. But I don't think you should cut it. I mean, there's general market weakness that's expected today. And this is very low volume. I wouldn't be selling on low volume. The hedges may start to cover quicker. Yeah, I think that's part of the price drive down today, is that they're going to start trying to do that. The short interest currently, let's see if it's updated since I've refreshed this. 173%. So about 17 million are shorted. Yeah, I should be active on Discord through the day, Jacob. Yeah, same, Richard. I think some other people are waiting to buy in too. This low, I'm expecting more people to buy into options than higher too. That's also a piece of it. It's just gonna be something to watch. Like we can't stress about it too much until it actually happens. There's a huge sell wall loading at 2060. Well, what do you want me to explain about options? If you want me to break down how to buy and sell them, you're probably better off pulling up like a video specific to your platform. But essentially, if you just want the basics, a call gives you the right to buy 100 of the shares on a contract usually, and you're betting that the price is going to hit a certain strike price minimum by a certain date. Whereas a put would be the opposite. You're betting on the stock going down to a certain price by a certain date. And that's pretty much how they work. Options should be available at open, yeah. So about like 13 minutes. Dude, this sell wall is like wild. If this broke this would erupt. Like imagine if we just got crazy buy volume coming in at open. Hey, what's up, Jungwoo? I think we're chilling, man. I mean, it's literally only 1 million volume. This is nothing. Yeah, exactly. I think so too, Mark. Today is just going to be general market weakness. And if they don't cover today, they're actually stupid. Like, today would be their prime day to cover. If they don't cover today and market rebounds tomorrow, I expect this to go, like, super huge tomorrow. It just makes it really dumb. The option stuff makes $100 a share a more reasonable task to acquire as well, so. I'm gonna look up some stuff, see if I see anything on Twitter real quick too. If MRIN OS is around 11 million and the shorts are 6 million plus naked shorts, what are you trying to say with OS? I don't know what you're trying to. I don't know if I'm just like slow this morning for. I don't know what you mean by OS. Do you explain why the price dropped in pre-market? I think it was more shorts. Outstanding shares. Yeah, the outstanding shares is only 11 million, but no, the actual naked shares is 17 million. It's not only 6 million, it's like almost double the actual outstanding shares. If they covered a day and squeeze, how much money do you predict? Well, before options, I expected we could see a $20 to $30 rise in short price if they all covered at the same time in the day on top of FOMO. So with options, we could be seeing an easy 50 plus. It depends on options volume, obviously, but I'll probably be streaming up until like 30 minutes after market open. I think the first like 15 to 20 minutes is going to be very indicative of where this goes. If it doesn't move very fast, then we're probably going to see like a consolidation day where we might see a run towards afternoon. I might like come back for like an hour or like 30 minutes for market close later too to stream, but it really just depends on the market movement today. That's going to be a big part of it. So who was talking about? Okay, so Gregory, you're talking about the Trey thing. I just looked into that. He was talking about how, and I saw the video, Graham Stephan got threatened by YouTube. They were going to terminate his account for like spam and scamming people. There's a big issue when you go on financial accounts where there will be spam YouTube accounts that will copy the name of the channel, and there'll be bots and they'll comment on people's posts and post like WhatsApp things and try to scam them out of money and stuff. That's a big problem. And YouTube's algorithm kind of sucks right now and picking that up, and so they blame the content creator because they'll get reports from people that the content creator is trying to spam them. So they'll report the main channel, and that's what it is. It's not specifically financial stuff. It's literally an entire YouTube problem. So does that mean it's 4 million naked shorts on MRIN right now then? No, it's 17 million naked shorts. All of these, that's how many shares are shorted. It's shorted more than the float. This is TradingView. This is Webull. I just have level 2 on Webull. I just like how they have it. I haven't bought level 2 somewhere else. It's also only like $3 on Webull, so. Yo, Mab, thanks for the $2, dude. What I think is Zella 170 million volumes. What do you mean? Like, are they 170 today, or you mean like previous days? I mean, over 100 million volumes, crazy, but I just think it's a sympathy play off MRIN. That blend and like all these other like squeeze type things that people are trying to do are literally because people missed out on MRIN and they're trying to make up for sympathy on some other stuff. That's all it is. I think MRIN will go up. We're gonna open with SSR, I'm pretty sure, in like 7 minutes, so it would have to rebound like $4. I mean, it's good to have 170 million volume, but you gotta remember they just had a share offering and stuff. So, I mean, I don't think they have too much upside. I don't think they have a huge short interest either. So, no, I don't think it'll blow up. I mean, I told people to buy under $2 and it would have swung to over 2, and it did. So, I mean, it worked out there, but I don't know how much higher it could go. I haven't dug into the company's fundamentals too much either, so I don't really have an opinion on that. MRIN, I'm very confident on because I had them fundamentally over $40, especially as a tech software company. So that was why I was into them. This, like I said, this is going to be our baseline support too. If for some reason it goes like a crazy dump, it's about 16. So we'll see what happens. Hit 313 and went back down to 250. Yeah, it's gonna happen on low floats and pre-market and aftermarket. It's very volatile. That's why this one usually runs a lot in pre-market and aftermarket when they get volume, because it goes crazy. But it's just so low volume today. Like, it's not even at 2 million yet in pre-market, and usually it's averaging at least like 3 to 5. Like, you see, it's starting to get more of the buy volume going into trading day right now, and it's sitting here going up. So we'll see what it does. Based on how it opens, that's where I'm going to redraw new supports probably. I'm going to get rid of this one too. That was mostly just for yesterday. I think a big resistance point right now though is going to be 2441. That's something we're going to have to watch. Like by this 24 area. And this one's a thick boy. Actually, I'll probably do that as a 2-point. The price drop in the pre-market is less likely related to the issuance of options. Well, it could be a drop due to them trying to get the price down before options to get the premiums cheaper, which is very likely, but it's also just due to that there's very low volume in pre-market right now. That's part of it. I mean, I think BLIN is a sympathy play off this. I mean, here, I'll check the short data for you, but they don't have like a short squeeze potential. Yeah, they've only got like 9% of the free float. It's literally just all FOMO buying on BLIN. So you're relying on other people deciding, hey, I want to buy here. That's your issue with doing that. So looks like a few more shorts covered in that, some of that uptrend, but we're still at 170%, and we're still on, there's only 363K covered for the day. So some of them were smart and like covered off this bottom. That's what it looks like, at least. Oh, I didn't even tweet out the stream in the server, or not tweet it out, but let me put it all out so people can see it. There we go. Yeah, if you guys aren't in the Discord, make sure you're in the Discord too. We've been talking about a lot of this stuff during the market day. Is this a good entry price for MRIN? Well, it really just depends on how market open goes, dude. I mean, I would assume $20 and under is probably gonna be your safest area to buy for this right now. This is the lowest it's been in like a few days now, so we just really need to see how open goes and see how the options flow comes in and everything. Alpha is up right now. I actually want to check into that because I haven't checked Alpha in a bit. They've been down to 20 at some point again soon, especially if they come out with some PR. That'd be a solid one to watch. What's up, Marin? Just got in this yesterday. I bought 6 shares at 24.60. I hope I can make some money off this. Yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, it just needs to get some volume today. That's it. The only thing holding it down is lack of volume at the moment. So July watch list isn't doing too bad in pre-market for the most part. SoFi is a really good price right now. It's not bad at all. Alf's a really good buy. That's a good company. Yeah, I love Alf. Alf's great. I also had a yeah, I don't think Zella had much of a short interest. But yeah, I also had there was a guy on StockTwits that tried to argue with me over Alf the other day. I'll tell you why in a minute. It's not showing anything besides that there was 3 million shares returned off borrow on here. Zella volume, let's do. It doesn't have an estimated short interest, so it's probably negligible. I wouldn't even, like, there's not even anything to worry about on here. There's not too much craziness for Zella. That's why I said Zella and everything is going to be a sympathy place. Look at Auto Energy, Y172 plus. I mean, the first thing you should do when you don't know why anything is up is go look for news. And I don't study OTC, so that's not going to be something I can check out for you, but yeah, I don't know, man. This is it's just OTC. It's just volatile. You're gonna have to look up news for it. There's no news on my thing, so it's probably just random price action. That's what happens on OTC a lot. Yeah, no problem. It's just the nature of OTC. Yeah, they are. We're about to launch SSR though. So this just dropped under 20. There was a small sell-off to start, but we'll see where it goes. We're gonna see the price action. It's very low volume still, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna watch the actual like walls and volume real quick actually. So we doubled in volume literally right at open. Starting to get a lot more buy volumes coming into though. They're trying to buy at 18 though. That's the sad part. So this might, if we don't get people that start buying higher, that's when it drops. When people get greedy and try to buy too low, that's what's gonna screw it up. Why are the options still blank on Robinhood? I'm not sure. You might have to refresh it. I don't know if they'll be delayed. Today's supposed to be the first listing day, so it's very possible that they need some time to let it go through. But dude, the buy volume just upticked hard on this. We've already almost gone up 2 million volume since pre-market. That said, this is what screws up stuff like this, is when people get greedy and try to buy too low. Because not only are their orders usually not going to get filled, they're going to get to a point where the price isn't going to move up. So it just doesn't help anybody. Is this going to be a bit of just watching everything? It just needs significant volume coming in, and then when options come in, that's going to be a big part of it too. But you can put options on this out to like December though, which I don't know if I'd put it out to December, but what's our next support on MRIN? I've got a low as far as like 16, but I don't know if it'll reach that far. So probably around this like 17 area. I'll draw a line on my main chart. So if we do, it's probably gonna be about 17 roughly right here. That's what I would think. It's about where it gapped up the other day. That's where I'd be looking. What's my prediction? Well, it kind of got thrown out the window. I thought we could hit 30, but we got severely low volume and they added options. So that kind of throws everything off. So it's going to be a lot more volatile now. So it's going to be a little harder to predict. But if we get good volume, I think we can close higher than we opened at today. It's just a matter of getting back to that, but we are on SSR for the rest of today and for tomorrow, so that's going to be significant for where the price can go. I would imagine part of that opening part might have been some more shorts too, that opening sell-off, but we'll have to wait for Ortex to update to see that. We're seeing around 1930 right now though. There is a Fed talk meeting in a bit. Let me double check the time. When do they talk today? Federal Reserve Board. Is it the Federal Reserve Board that has it? Yeah, they talk later today, so this is probably gonna be a red day all day for the whole market, which isn't fun. That's the only thing that's gonna suck. I don't think they talk until like 1 p.m. so, which is like 11 my time. SSR, it's short sale restriction. It just means they hypothetically shouldn't be able to short it down more unless we're on an uptrend. So technically from where we opened at, which was, where's the open price? What does it say exactly? Oh, jeez. Weeble's jacked with those price things. Wait, I don't need these options. Why is this here? So our opening was 2010. So technically they shouldn't be able to short it lower than that price. Yeah, I'm in Colorado. I'm not feeling too bad about this price action. I'm going to be honest with you, Chris, because if you look back at last Wednesday, it literally got cut in half. So it went from 19 and dropped to $10. So if you're upset about this, like I don't know, man. It's gotta cool off at some point again. It can't just run constantly. Options might be delayed. I don't know. I can't check mine. I don't have any equity in my account. I wouldn't be able to trade them anyway. But they might just be delayed. They have them where they're supposed to be listed today. So it's on Webull and Robinhood. So if they don't work today for some reason, then earliest they would be, or latest they would be available is tomorrow, I would think. But they had them listed on the OCC website for today. So I'm sure at some point. You got options up on him? It might just be resetting your thing. I've got alerts going off on Webull. Okay, we're good on that. Oh, you bought 11 $30 puts. I don't know if I would have bought puts on this, to be honest, but that's on you, man. Like if I was going to get options on this, I think the highest I was going to do is, or the most I would do is like some calls, but I'd probably do like calls going into like next Friday or something. I don't know if that's listed as where you could do it, but well, puts won't affect the market too much. That's not an issue. That's just a matter like if it starts going, you're going to get burned really hard if you have a put. What do you mean by buying shares better than options? Options, you can earn a lot more money. Shares just need to be held for the squeeze to happen still too, though. This isn't too bad where it's sitting. I expected it to kind of glide in this channel is what I would think. So since we broke that 2180, that's going to be a new resistance for now. Then we'll see where that goes. No, yeah, I mean, like, you have your long position, so that's fine because you have a straddle. I'm just saying, like, in general, if somebody was trying to get in now, it doesn't have shares, and they buy puts, they're going to shoot themselves in the foot, I think. Yeah, Alpha was looking good when we got to open. They were up a little bit. The whole market's just kind of, like, on weakness right now, I think. Is there a way to see the general markets on here? Markets. Will this show the... I don't know if this will show the actual, like, SPY is up, but nothing too crazy. We're kind of rebounding off this and consolidating here. This is pretty good. I expected a little bit more of a dump if it was going to dump, so this isn't bad at all. I mean, they should be, I think, Nathan. If you go for the August, you might not be able to exercise them fast enough. That's the only thing. Hey, what's up, Thor? Let me check 60xi for you. It's going to be good going in October. Ooh, it's pretty nice on the day. That's a good setup. Did they just not go during pre-market at all? That's weird. They're up from yesterday, though. They're already trading higher than most of the day yesterday. This could hit 15 again if they do it right. This is going to be good. Straight going to October, though. Like I said, I think they can hit like 20 to 30 by October, which will be nice. That'll be a sick setup. It's not bad at all. We're still holding here. I think 19 is going to be like a baseline support for this, but we're going to see here. If it tests this and bounces again, then I think 19 is going to be a support. We've already got a couple other touch points over here too. We got to see though. I would imagine I'm going to refresh too. So there was a couple more shorts that covered, or at least not necessarily shorts that covered, but there were shares that were given back and the SI was slightly decreased, but I don't think there's too many shorts that covered in this period because they wouldn't have gone through, so we'll have to see. Up 5% after market for some reason, then dropped again. Yeah, I mean, stuff's just going to be weird. The whole market's going to be weak today, so. Yeah, it's severely oversold. Volume weighted average price RSI, I'm at like a -3, which is very, it's extremely low. So. The other good thing is the options look stupid expensive right now on some of the stuff from what I've seen. So this is a good look for hedge funds trying to get their stuff out because it's going to be very expensive for them to hedge their position. We're sitting at a 26 RSI right now too, which is very close to extremely oversold. We'll see where this heads. You guys have to remember too, sometimes when there was a gap that hasn't necessarily been filled, because pre-market and aftermarket, technically that's an unfilled gap day to day. Eventually it'll have to fill. So even if it filled here, we're not in too bad of a spot if it were to fill like 16 or 17, like right here. So, but I don't know if we'll drop that low. And if the Fed talks don't go too bad later in the day, I see this rebounding at the end of the day. The other thing to keep in mind too is if there's not a huge amount of volume, shorts can't cover on this either. We've only got 4.5 million volume, so They have to have people selling in order to be able to cover. That's how it works. We're already bouncing back to around 19, so. So Cole in the Discord, he follows options a lot. Like, he mainly follows options, and he's saying that he's checking out MRIN and all that. He's saying that the highest volume strike price for the calls right now is $30. So that's a good sign too. But there's not a huge options volume going on right now. A lot of it seems to be like a more short attack trying to get the price down. So that's something to keep in mind while this price is dropping. There's not a whole bunch of selling that's actually going on. So I would imagine this would update at some point soon too with some more stuff. We're still literally like almost twice the flow in short interest. So that's something you need to like keep in mind with this before like trying to panic sell out at a loss or anything. There's a lot of possible upside to this still, especially with it being a market weakness day on top of short attacks trying to get this down. So like look at the RSI in relation to the last few days. This is just absurd. It's like the entirety of today's RSI in pre-market, except for like this area, is under almost all of the last like few market days. So yeah, there's also a better chance if they cover low, but people would still have to be selling. So if it's low volume and they're getting the price down there, nobody's selling, they still can't cover. So that's the main thing. Like there has to be somebody selling in order for them to be able to cover. That's why we can't afford for people to sell out of their positions and then buy contracts for them if they really want this squeeze. Like you'd have to hold your shares and get options. Gotcha, Fantasy. Yeah, I'd be careful with those right now, man. This looks like it looks like we're getting a little bit of buy volume in here. We're rebounding from that 18.7 dip. That was a nasty dip. Somebody could have gotten a nice average on that. We'll see how this goes. If we can retest it back to 20, this is going to be huge. A lot of buy volume coming in. We're almost at 5 million volume too. There's a lot of volume that's starting to come in relation to how pre-market and stuff started. All right, Mysterious. I warned you yesterday, dude, to not come in here pumping tickers again. So I'm timing you out. Next time you do it, I'm just gonna ban you from the channel. I'm not gonna have you like pump tickers in the chat. That's cool, Clint. You think we dropped to 17? I don't think we get that low. It would have to be some crazy stuff to get to that low. I think we're about to get back to 20 though. There's a huge buy wall that just went on in 1930. This is coming up fast. That's why I said, I was telling you guys, it looked like it was a short attack coming down. Yeah, no, there isn't a lot of volume in the options. It's just that the most popular option right now seems to be the $30 strike price for calls. Watching Malta on another uptrend. I don't think they could do it while it's negative. It would have to be positive and run that fast. I don't think they would halt it when it's been already negative this much to do it. It's slowly retracing back though. This is good. There's a semi sell wall at 20, but that's okay. That just disappeared. either somebody decided not to do it or it's just gone. Some people are stupid. Like, there's no way this is dropping to 1680. Putting 10,000 shares there is just dumb. It's just so dumb. Am I looking for a gap fill? I mean, it's already filled most of the gaps from the past couple days. Like, it just filled this one. So not necessarily. We'd have to go down to 15 to fill the next gap. I don't see that happening. Not right now, anyway. That's on you, Natalie. I can't tell you where to buy. I do think under 20 is going to be your safest bet, though. I did hit SSR for today and tomorrow, Sesh. This is holding pretty good. It's starting to get a little more volume, which is nice. That's kind of what this is continued on. We just need to avoid decreasing volume day over day. We need to try to maintain at least the volume we had yesterday, which is about 44 million. That's going to be a big indicator of where this goes over the next few days. I think options will help, but it's not going to be all of it. It needs to just have a lot more buying in general. Are those walls actually people buying, selling shares? Yeah, those are orders that are put in. So this means, like, not necessarily one order, but like the amount of people putting in shares to sell at 1997 would be 5,300. That's how it reads. Do I think it's possible that AMC runs again? I mean, it's possible for it to run again, yeah, but I mean, it's been sitting for so long and it's already been dropping. It's just like, it's just extremely slow moving at this point. Some people said they've been able to get options, Matt. I don't know if they're just not available on Robinhood or not, but some people have been able to get options on like TD Ameritrade and stuff. On PBTS, nice. I just want this to try to hit 20. There's a huge sell wall at 1963 now. Yo, Marcus. Thank you so much for that donation, dude. Jeez. Thank you so much, dude. Your content's refreshing and of high quality. Thank you for being around. Yeah, thank you for supporting, dude. I just saw a lack of like decent analysis in the market, so I just wanted the people to be more aware of like stuff that's going on. You know, especially looking at just looking at general videos on YouTube when I was first getting in the market in January. There was a lot of people that gave very vague or even wrong information, especially when researching pharma companies, or they didn't understand how the studies were. They were just giving awful information, or they wouldn't do research at all and they'd just be like, yo, these are my top 5 picks for a stock. This stock is this price right now. You should go buy. And that's just stupid. Like, I hate stuff like that. You should give people the setup of like downside and upside, give them what they're investing in so they're at least vaguely educated. Because obviously due diligence is on you as an investor, but you know. Yo, Fantasy Trip, thank you for becoming a supporter, dude. Appreciate you. But yeah. Options just popped up on your Weeble. Yeah, options were on my Weeble this morning. I just don't know if you could actually exercise them. TD does have options? Okay, cool, Jesse. But yeah, so like I just saw a severe lack of like decent analysis on the market for people that were on YouTube making videos and stuff. So that's where I went out. I'm like, okay, well, I feel like I can give value to some people. And if some people don't like it, they don't like it, but whatever. Like, I'll still get people that get mad about my price targets. I get literally both extremes where people think my stuff is too conservative price targets, and I get some people that think they're too high. But if you look back at a lot of my videos, a lot of my short-term price targets hit like pretty near accurate. Like, a lot of my really high targets are like 2 to 3 years out, and it's speculative. So it's obviously based on a multiple variety of different things happening, but I prefer speculative because you need to be speculative in the market. Otherwise, you're not putting in every facet that could possibly go in. You know what I mean? How do I see this playing out today and for the rest of the week? Well, if this can retrace and get some volume, I think we can get back up and close above 20, which is good. Especially with this drop off. I think this is more shorts coming in. which is a big part of it. And then options go into effect starting today, hypothetically, is what they've been putting out. So once options get more widely available on the platform, that news spreads and stuff like that goes on, I think it'll bump it a bit. How do you support as a member? So in my description, you should see like a link for become a channel member. You can click that. It'll give you like a badge in chat, like Fantasy Trip has. And it'll give you some emotes. I think the cheapest one I have is like $2.99. I didn't want it super expensive. There's no reason to. It was just like if you actually want to do it and you want some like perks for becoming a member and all that. And then like to pop up a little bit more on comments on videos and stuff. And then I do also have my Patreon too. So if you want to learn like technical analysis or anything like that too, I've got it where like I'll be doing like 30-minute sessions for the first 2 months, like this month and next month for like $40. So it'll be like 30-40-minute sessions and we can go over TA or screening, anything like that. And then I've got like a higher tier where like if you want to like go over your portfolio and I can talk to you about your stuff a little bit more, that'll be like a little more higher cost, that kind of thing. Do you see it pushing 30 soon? Yeah, I mean, I think we could see 30 by end of week. Options kind of threw it off, and then the market day is just generally weak because of the Fed talks later, so. I can't tell you what a good time is, Alan. It's up to your own risk management, but I think under 20 is probably going to be your safest bet for getting in if you're looking to get in. Do a quick TA on PBTS. Yeah, let me check it out real quick. Actually, let me check this real quick. Yeah, so this is holding here good. So 19 might be the support. Great content, bro. Found your channel yesterday. Can't stop watching. Yeah, thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Yeah, I can check one of those out in a minute for you. So right here on PBTS, it looks like your general support is going to be roughly around this 250 area. So we've got 250. That's gonna be your baseline support. If it breaks below that, the next main support I'd be seeing is roughly this 215 area for it to possibly drop. So these are your two main ones I'd be looking at for a possible drop to if you're looking to buy in since it ran so much. And then further below that, obviously you've got like under $2 is going to be a drop because back early June it was underneath that, so that's what you're going to be looking for. Other than that, there's not much to do here. Your main resistance is going to be, you want to go off last market day, so I'd be looking around 315 is going to be your main resistance as of now, and then your top resistance is going to be about 360. Do you think people should still get in, or is it too late to buy? I think options will expedite the process, especially with this on short. Like the short restricted stock list where they have to cover within like 13 days or they get liquidated. So they have a shortened timeline of when they have to cover their positions. And we still have almost 170% short interest of the float. So yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all for the support. And then we had PSAC or EMPW. Is there one you'd prefer over the other, Magoo? Do you want PSAC more, or I'll pull up MRIN too, you can tell me. Whichever one you'd more prefer, I can check out. I want something a little more upbeat. Yeah, no problem, Diego. Happy to help, dude. If I can get to a position where I'm streaming or when I'm doing content full time, I'll most likely do streams almost every single market day. I just need to get to that point where it's like financially feasible to do it full time and like do it as like partial job and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's why I started the Patreon and all that too. So I can actually get to the point where like between the YouTube and that, like I'm set like each month. You want EMPW? Okay. So EMPW, Empower Limited. Don't know anything about the company to sleep their stuff. Holly acquires substantially all assets of AEM Performance Electronics. I don't think that's. So, is this an SPAC? It looks like it's trading around SPAC prices. Do you know anything about that? I wouldn't be selling MRIN here, if that tells you anything. MRIN should be fine to rebound within the next day or two. Well, the stock has been severely overbought the last few market days, and then shorts look like they pulled it down through pre-market. The last time we saw anything like that was last Wednesday, and then last Wednesday it went from $10 to $19 the next day. So I would be looking for a similar new move possibly tomorrow. There's also general market weakness and lower volume across the market, so that weighs into it too. I don't have any positions in any stocks right now. I work in the financial industry, and I'm regulated for what I can invest in, and I'd rather not get into trouble if I'm doing content on stocks and stuff. So I've just opted not to invest until I can do something full-time for the moment. But I'm in crypto. I'm in Cardano, ETH, AMP, Shiba, and then I want to get into VeChain more. I've also got some stuff in Matic and TRX on my FTX wallet. I just had a guy comment on my video last night that's about MRIN. He's like, no wonder we can't keep falling on AMC. Nobody really wants to squeeze. They just want their scalps. We aren't working together. Bro, I don't give a fuck about your AMC. I'm going to be honest with you. I could care less if your AMC goes good or not, truthfully. Why are you commenting on a video that has nothing to do with it? AMP is really good, Chopper. So AMP, if you aren't familiar with the crypto, what's up, Gator? AMP, if you're not familiar, is a token that's going to be used as like basically a middle ground between like currencies and cryptos. And the use case for it is basically like transferring stuff between banks, using it as like a middle ground kind of thing for like rental properties and stuff like that. Like it has a lot of asset use for it in the future. Yeah, that stuff's dumb, dude. I hate the cult mindset with stocks. It's really stupid. Like, the healthiest cult mindset I've seen for a stock is probably CCIV. CCIV is pretty chill. I haven't seen too many people that are bad about that, but I don't know anything about Greenbox POS now. Yeah, just let me know how it goes, Magoo. Yeah, sorry, I can't give you too much on this. I mean, it literally just went live in December. It's traded around the same range. I'd say if you can get under 10, that's probably going to be the best bet for you to go up. I don't see too much movement happening in it in any time soon, though, unless they have some stuff going on. So, sorry, I got sidetracked with that. I've done crypto videos. I've done a video comparing Cardano to ETH and why I think Cardano is set to be better in the long run. I think Cardano can see $3 to $5 again come like August, September. I think crypto rebounds. I think we're still like midway through like a bull run this year. Ortex data is probably jacked if it's negative 200. They did the same thing yesterday. It's not showing negative 200 for me. It's at 168% right now. We got market news. Oh, it's just saying ORF is down. Got ALZ into 781. Nice, dude. ALZ should be nice. Yeah, Ortex is 168 right now. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you guys about that guy that tried to argue me on stock twits. So, do you guys remember last week when I compared the charts of MRIN and ALF, and I said they were identical? This is before ALF ran, when I had its downtrend on Wednesday. I compared the charts and I tagged it on stock twits, and I was like, you know, tag MRIN looks very identical to tag ALF right now. The charts are basically the same. I think MRIN has a run in tomorrow. And this dude got mad. He's like, why are you flooding our boards, shilling us to buy MRIN and all this stuff? And I'm like, I never told you to buy. I compared the charts and said they were identical. And then he just went on a rant. He's like, yeah, I'm sick of this stuff. MRIN's such a piece of trash stock. He was like, you don't know anything. ALF is way better. I'm like, well, I covered ALF too, bud. So, and I called ALF from $6 to $20. And then he just didn't want to listen to logic. He was like, no, you're showing like a trash stock. And I'm like, you can't tell me why it's a trash stock and it's been outperforming ALF. So you just sound very like salty right now. That stuff is funny. That's part of the like that cult thing. Like I hate people that cult stocks. If you have a cult a stock, like there's some issues. Like you've got to detach your emotions, man. Yeah, see the whole market's down right now. We've got PRVBs down, Palantir's down, everything's just down. It's just low volume and Fed talk stuff today. Yeah, like everything in the Discord's getting pinged. That's another good thing too. If you're in the Discord and you go to the market news and you see a lot of stuff trending down, you can just tell it's usually a market-wide thing. Is MRIN still going to drop? I don't think so. It looks like it's holding this 1860 area pretty well, so that's what I'm going to be looking for, is to hold here. It's going to be a very light support. It might dip slightly below it for a second. We'll see if it comes back up. There's a lot of stuff on the market that is not doing great right now. There's Fed talks today. My entire watch list for the month is red, and we're diversified in like 3 or 4 different sectors, and we've got 2 things green. That should be very indicative of how the market's looking right now. Yeah, a lot of the market is down right now. Like if I go to my recents, like you've got MVIS, NEO, CCIV. Dude, it's literally like almost everything. I don't know what chart you're looking at, Victor, to be honest, but like everything is red. You've got NVIDIA red. Like it's pretty much everything. But we're supposed to have the Fed talks around like 1 p.m. Eastern, so we'll see how that goes. That should be indicative of where we go for the market today. If they come out and say for the 60th time this year, oh, we're not doing anything about inflation, I think the market rebounds. If we don't, we might be in trouble, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when the time comes. All right, guys, I think with this going the way it is right now, since I've been in pre-market, I do have to go do some work stuff for a bit. I'm probably gonna have to cut the stream short, unfortunately. I'll still be drifting around the Discord today. And then let me get the invite to the server for anybody not currently in. Make sure you join the server. And then we'll get some stuff going where we can get you all in and get you updates, even though I gotta hop off stream and everything. I'm not too fond of the MMAP merger right now, Christopher. I don't like how management handled it with the stuff and diluting the stock as soon as they did the merger. So I'd be very weary of that. Yeah, I know, Gator. That's crazy, dude. I can't believe we're at 3K subs. But yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord, that's going to be set up. I'll be updating stuff through the day. Like I said, I got to get to work stuff, unfortunately. But like I said, if you check the market news in there, you can see how the market direction's going. We've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stuff that just went down at the same time. So it's just general market weakness right now. I wouldn't stress too much on MRIN right now. We're still downtrend way less than last Wednesday. We're in a good spot, especially with options out. So everybody sit tight. We'll be good. And then depending how market close is going and trending later and the Fed talk stuff is, I might come back on for the last hour for market open. So I'll let you guys know though. But other than that, if I don't have a stream up, I'll definitely try to get like a video or 2 out later for you guys too. I don't know if it'll be MRIN related, but I'll be doing at least like a new video on a new stock or something, get something out. But yeah, what do you mean, Gunny, executed your own trade in the open market? Like, you mean do a market order? Except last Wednesday we had a daily inside bar. Yeah, but we have way less volume than last Wednesday, and we had less volume yesterday too. Yeah, I mean, shorts would still be getting burnt even if they covered here. Like, most of them are still underwater. Like, we still got like 16 million, so. Have I ever traded my own account? Yeah, I did. I flipped like 400 into 1600 from January to April, but I had to liquidate my account for my new job. So, yeah, if we can get volume in, it can hit 30. That's always been the indicative problem, is if we can get volume, especially with options in, we can definitely hit 30. It's just a matter of how many people are willing to buy and come in, because we've been on a downtrend of volume, which isn't good. But if there's a renewal of people coming in, that's what will happen. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hop out. Make sure you're in the Discord, and I will see you guys later, possibly for the market close stream, or at least a video, and then we'll catch up. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.